Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about AI because I don't know how to fight it, and honestly, I don't know what we could possibly do. Um, I guess we have to kind of admit defeat. I don't know. And I'm saying this as someone who's like, again, amateur artist. Never said I was this perfect artist or anything, but it seems like this is what people want. I've been noticing an uptake in AI art videos that I've been seeing on YouTube, and the whole Chat GPT that put the Studio Ghibli style and went trendy or whatever. And some people are like, "Oh, it's not a big deal. Why do you care?" And some people are like, "Oh, I did it because I always wanted to be drawn in the Studio Ghibli style, but it costs too much or whatever and stuff like that." And it's just one of those things like you guys will do that kind of stuff for free without paying artists or whatever, but then you'll claim that art isn't important, but then you'll go and use technology that lets you duplicate somebody else's artwork because you're too lazy to pay the actual artist or too lazy to learn how to draw or whatever. And don't give me that, oh, it's too expensive. There are people in the world who don't charge that much money, and you can commission them to do artwork in the style of Ghibli. It is don't tell me you can't find an artist. You can, but the problem is it's been filtered out. It's the same things like even on Instagram. It is nothing but these AI images. So much y'all follow those pages over real artists, and then and then another thing is people complain about the stuff. But again, I'm on Instagram right now, right? And I see y'all complaining about it, but I don't see y'all interacting with real artists. You get what I'm saying? Like for instance, I post almost daily. For some reason, nobody can seem to like my work, share it, or any of that kind of stuff, but will look in my stories. My stories is full of people, but those same people won't even hit a like on the artwork. You get what I'm saying? So you can't get mad that there are some artists who are artists who do actually draw, who be like fuck it and use AI, and then you get mad at them. What you get mad for? You didn't support them when they were really doing work. You get what I'm saying? Like as much as I don't want, I'm not on AI side, but it's contradictory. It's hypocritical. You guys are not supporting small artists as much as you want somebody not to use the AI art, or I prefer this. You might prefer it, but again, a lot of y'all still ain't buying nothing from an artist. You get what I'm saying? You'll complain about it, you'll talk about it, but again, you're on Instagram, Twitter, Blueface, what's it, Blueface, Canvas or whatever. You guys are on it, right? And what, for some reason you can't go and support the local artist, a small time artist. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean. Stop. I'm not talking about following the artists that got 20K, 100K, 50K. I'm talking about artists that maybe like below 7,000 followers. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not, a lot of y'all ain't supporting those artists. You get what I'm saying? You'll you, and that's not a slight, but it kind of is a slight because now Miyazaki's artwork is in this Chat GPT, and of course he doesn't agree. He never agreed. He never agreed. But at the same time, I'm seeing so many people, even people who follow me or whatever and stuff like that. I might not be able to get a one-to-one Studio Ghibli style, but if you give me some time, I can probably do it. But y'all gotta give artists time, and that's what y'all not understanding. Y'all think that art is just supposed to be like that, like it's instant. You get what I'm saying? And we're not talking about video games. We're not talking about movies. We're not talking about TV shows. We're talking about like art. You know what I'm saying? It's hard getting art out the way, especially a lot of small artists have day jobs. I work 12 hours out the day, and you know, for me to be able to get what I, have out, it's kind of impressive for someone who don't really get a chance to really sit down and really draw or try to improve or whatever or do any study stuff because I'm so busy I'm so busy working, or I have all these other pieces that I'm already working on or whatever, and I'm just trying to get them out there. You know what I mean? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why some people just don't understand, like, it takes time and patience. And especially, I get tired of the people who don't pay nobody, but then want you to hurry up, get your artwork out there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I used to do free work just in general. And I was drawing people, and I would get so many DMs from people. They love my artwork, right? Because it's free. But then got got demands, blow me up talking about when you gonna finish. When I'm gonna finish? When I get the hell ready. What the fuck you talking about? You get what I'm saying? And then when somebody puts some price on it, here goes, you can't draw anyway. Your work's not even worth that much or whatever and stuff like that. Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? So again, when we get a whole bunch of people like that, when we get less support like that, I can't blame people for going to AI. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, and I'm not talking about people who ain't got no art skills. I'm talking about people who actually have art skills, who just was like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? And again, not saying that I agree, but at the same time, what can we do? What can we do? Because everybody keeps talking about these solutions, but ain't nobody making no changes for the solutions. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you got right now Shad University saying Studio Ghibli is over, it's cooked, because now that we got AI art, we can duplicate the art style and make videos without the painstaking time that it takes to animate movies or whatever and stuff like that. And that's another thing that's been wrong with art in general and people in general. They'll invest into art without understanding it takes money, time to get it done. And then when it is done, people will say it's beautiful, but then again won't go out and support it or won't go and buy it. You get what I'm saying? And then, like, for instance, right now we're dealing with the whole fact that there's a few comic book artists right now that are sick, that are doing Kickstarters for their own art stuff. Um, why the fuck DC and Marvel ain't paying for it? Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Why the fuck am I putting money into it to help you out? Again, that's not me saying that I don't support the artists, because I do support the artists, because I buy the artists when they um have books or whatever. What I'm saying is, why isn't the mainstream supporting them, the way they should be supported? You get what I'm saying? And don't tell me they don't make enough money where they couldn't support these artists. You get what I'm saying? But then we get mad and we want to try to get mad when some people are just fed up to the point where they're like, bump it, I'm gonna do AI, or bump it, I quit art. And then some people are like, no, don't quit, I always love you. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear, I always love your artwork. That's great. That's Thank you. But it's not enough love in the world to keep me going when, you know, the interaction is low. The interaction is low. The money isn't there. You get what I'm saying? I would, people, you know what I mean? A lot of people talking about, oh, when you're going to do this, when you're going to do that for your art or whatever, stuff like that. When I get money, like, as much and as much as I hate saying it, because I never really asked for money or anything, but at the same time, I would love to sit down and create these amazing edited videos. I would love to create these amazing art pieces for you guys, right? But at the same time, I have to be a realist, because I have to I have a life. Bills got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't make I don't make enough money doing the YouTube stuff where I can offset some of you know what I'm saying? Where I can put a little bit more effort and time. And then when I do try to put time into it, guess what I run into? I run into a whole bunch of copyright stuff or whatever. And then when I finally do put it out, that be the lowest video, I that I get in views. So So I'm already fighting against the algorithm system, already fighting against copyright stuff, and then to do all of that work to get nothing in return. Yeah, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Especially, again, 12-hour work shifts. Trying to do the 12-hour work shift or whatever, trying to read all these books, trying to do a little bit of review, trying to sit up here and try to create something of entertainment, because now that I done did this YouTube, I feel like it'll be crazy of me to just abandon it just because, you know what I'm saying? Because I know there are some people who do want to hear from me, so I try to do it. That's why I do a lot of the recordings on the go or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Because of, the short time I do have. You know, like I wish I could, sit around with a group of people being on stream, um, 5 hours out the day. I don't know about all that. maybe 2 hours out the day, 2 to 3 hours out the day, just depends. And give y'all something, you know, me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't, because I have to work as much as I would love. You know what I'm saying? Or I would love to go to conventions, other conventions outside of Georgia, but again, that costs money and stuff like that. And even though I do make a good penny, I can't really afford risking going to, you know what I'm saying, a convention across the sea. I mean, not across the sea, but you know what I mean. Like, you get what I'm saying. And again, that ain't me putting no kind of blame. It's just that I I want people to understand the realism between, like, the reason why some of your favorite creators or artists aren't doing anything like that anymore, because it costs money, and a lot of y'all will support these popular people who bullshit y'all 24/7, or because they have like a semi big name. Okay, great. And that's fine if you support who you want to support. But at the same time, if y'all want the small artists to do stuff, if you don't want them to give up or quit, you got to put money and time into them. Some of y'all hate when some of us beg or whatever, but it's the truth. It is really the truth, because now we're dealing with this AI art, and I'm just hearing nothing but a whole bunch of complaints. But it's just like, okay, but y'all, the same ones that are complaining, are the ones that are like, are the same ones that are like not, expecting everything for free. You get what I mean? Because at least I can put my money where my mouth is, because I have gone to conventions, I have brought people's artwork, I have brought, I've invested into, Eric's, Rippaverse comic books. I have invested in Spawn. Hell, I even invested into Vampirella for the first time ever. Like, I've heard of Vampirella, I know of Vampirella, I've heard a few stories about her, but I've never really picked up a comic book and said, "Let's go." And this time I decided, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Anime, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know what I'm saying? Merchandise of that stuff, Sailor Moon, Card Capture Sakura, you know what I'm saying? Studio Ghibli's movies in general, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke. I think I had a few of them on VHS when they came out. I don't even know if I even still got those VHSs. Now that they're being re-released and stuff like that, to probably get them on Blu-ray now, I believe. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? And again, that's no kind of shade to anybody. But at this point, we got to start thinking realistic when we're asking for, like, people, hey, let's not do this. But at the same time, I can't get mad, because you're doing it because a lot of y'all don't really have the money, or some of y'all don't think it's worth spending any money on an artist because of the pricing or whatever, So I don't know. It's one of those tricky situations. But, hey, that's why I'm just like kind of discussing it. We're just having a little conversation. Again, that's not me attacking anybody. I'm just kind of throwing it out there, because I want people to understand, like, there's a difference. Like, if you want these changes, people are going to have to start changing how they see art. You get what I mean? But hey, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.